Hi, my name is Neha and welcome to Zen AF, Ancient Wisdom, Modern Life. This is where we integrate spiritual knowledge in practical ways to serve the highest good of every individual and the highest good of everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 functions of behavior according to behaviorism, how that ties into the 4 limiting beliefs outlined by Gay Hendricks in the book The Big Leap, and how that ties into the 4 elements of astrology. So if you don't know, I used to be a RBT, a registered behavior technician, which basically means I was a behavior therapist who applied the concepts and the theories of behaviorism in order to help special needs kids reduce their problem behavior and increase their skill repertoire. This is going to be a 5-day series. So today I'm going to be introducing the concepts, the beliefs, and how they tie into the elements. And then for the next 4 days, I'm going to delve deeper individually into each function of behavior, what belief they tie into, and practical ways to really change your behavior for the better. This book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, is where I'm borrowing the outline of the limiting beliefs, and definitely check this book out if you're interested in the subject. The first element we're going to be talking about is fire, and the function of behavior is attention. And the limiting belief is the fact that you feel like you're committing the crime of outshining. In the book it says, I must not expand to my full success because if I did, I would outshine blank and make him or her look bad. The signs of the zodiac that this relates to are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you ever look at fire, it draws attention to itself. Well, because it could burn your whole house down, it could give you warmth, and there's just something that's kind of mystical about fire. You can just roll a lighter and then boom, it's lit. You could just strike a match, boom, it's lit. Fire people, though, I've noticed can be really shy at times, even though they really crave attention. And this is because they know that they can get attention very easily, and sometimes that is really overwhelming. So in this function of behavior, it's a matter of knowing when and where it feels good to have the spotlight on you, and what kind of attention you want and from who. And also, what do you do with the attention once you get it? The next element is earth, and the function of behavior is tangible. So tangible rewards like money, food, sex, and the limiting belief here is believing that more success brings a bigger burden. So the belief outlined here is, I can't expand to my highest potential because I'd be an even bigger burden than I am now. The signs of the zodiac that this relates to are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this element craves nice wines, nice comfy hotel rooms with the softest blankets, and luxury. It doesn't always have to be so extra like I've described here. It could even be I've noticed with earth signs, they like to have their meat and potatoes every single day, and they just gotta have their meat and potatoes. So it's this element can feel really bad about wanting these nice, comfortable things in a world of seemingly scarce resources. They've internalized this belief that wanting and having desires is bad, and as they gain more success and they have more access to nice things, they feel like they're adding a burden to this world. Following earth is air, and this is the function of behavior here is escape. In the limiting belief is feeling fundamentally flawed. I cannot expand my full creative genius because something is fundamentally wrong with me. The signs of the zodiac this relates to are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, the air element is about the mental, the mind, energy, and our brains are naturally wired to seek problems, to solve them. So this is really great for survival and to getting us to the point where we are now, but it's not all that convenient in this modern day where we have so much to enjoy. Even there's just so much more to enjoy on Earth than there ever was ever before. And so this limiting belief makes us feel broken innately, and we can't exactly pinpoint where the brokenness is, where the problem is, and so we internalize this belief saying, I am broken, I'm fundamentally flawed, but that belief doesn't feel good to us, so we try to escape it, and we think, okay, maybe if I go over here, maybe if I do this, maybe if I drink so much, maybe if I, travel to another country, then this feeling will go away. But when that feeling is inside of you, that feeling never really goes away. So this belief, this element, is about stepping out of the mind and a little bit more into the emotional body and releasing the need to escape. And air is about communicating and finding healthy ways of escape. The last element is water, and the function of behavior here is automatic. The belief is disloyalty and abandonment. I cannot expand to my full success because it would cause me to end up all alone, be disloyal to my roots, and leave behind the people from my past. The signs of the zodiac this relates to are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So neuroscientists have been trying to figure out, where does memory lie in the brain? And they're not figuring it out. So there have been some theories and some research done that suggests that our memory is stored in the water in our bodies and in our cells. This is a pretty cutting-edge new theory in psychology that's really helping heal trauma and childhood wounds and etc., etc. So this function of behavior, I see it strongly in you just do things because you naturally do them. This is one of the trickiest functions of behavior because it's automatic. You do this naturally without thinking about it. And this can lead to a lot of self-sabotage. You're doing these things and you're not sure why you're doing them. You try to quit and it comes right back. And this really ties into like the people and the close relationships that you have. Cancer has to do with family. Scorpio has to do with intimacy. Pisces has to do with your relationship to everything. So it's like this really deep, emotional, visceral feeling of connection that makes us feel like if we change our behavior, we would be leaving everything that we know and everything that we are behind. And so this is internalized through our childhoods, our trauma that we've experienced, and our inability to let things go. And the way to deal with this one is you got to consciously replace these automatic behaviors with another healthy behavior. Something really important to note is that we have all 12 signs of the zodiac in our chart. You're going to see elements of different elements, the different functions of behavior and how they play into your life, and different ones will play into your life a little bit differently. This does not apply to only your sun sign. We have rising signs, we have moon signs, we have all the planets, we have asteroids, we have 12 houses, and so all of these beliefs are ingrained into our psyche and even our collective psyche, but we all tend to have a dominant one or two that really rule our life. I'd recommend drawing up your chart if you haven't already done so. You can do so at astro.com and cafeastrology.com. I'll link those in the down bar. Also, different phenomenons are ruled by different elements, different signs of the zodiac. So, for example, I'm dominantly air and fire in my chart, so my dominant functions are attention and escape, but I'm also a Scorpio moon, pulling this really strong element of automatic behavior into my life and this fear of success and leaving behind everything I've known. But I've also experienced depression, and depression is ruled by Earth. And this is because when we're depressed, it's like we innately feel like we're a burden on this world and we shouldn't be here. So you can see all of the elements, all the functions of behavior, all of these limiting beliefs tie into my life in one way or another. The key here to understand is that we are already whole. Zodiac is a wheel. It's a circle that is whole, divided up into 12 pieces for us to really understand this cosmic consciousness, our universal environment, and the earthly seasons. That's what astrology conveys. It's the seasons. In doing this work, you have to activate your inner observer and come from a place of compassion and no judgment. And we are all imperfect and we're all divine. That's the whole point of our earthly existence. Breathing and observing allows us to see what elements and beliefs and functions are at play in our individual existence. It's really important when you're trying to change your habits, your lifestyle, your behavior, that you practice radical self-love and self-compassion and self-forgiveness, and that's where meditation comes in. It's awareness of the breath in order to activate your inner observer, your higher self, so that when you do notice these patterns that are holding you back, you don't judge yourself, but you give yourself the love and the space that you need to really transform into the person that you are meant to be. And when you start sending that love, that compassion and forgiveness inside of yourself, you're going to naturally do this in everything that you do, and you're going to feel more love and compassion and forgiveness for your loved ones and for everyone who's alive on this earth. That is the magic of awareness. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this information has served you better. In the coming days, we'll be exploring all of these topics a little bit more deeply. So much love and luck your way. Bye!